Alright guys, this episode is going to be more of meet Paul Berger, meet the employees that work here at B&B Racing Chassis. Unfortunately, the GoPro inside of the car last weekend did not work out. Not sure what happened there. Seemed to have had a little mishap, but anyway, so today or this episode is going to be meeting the employees and basically just kind of getting to know the shop people and kind of what goes on here. Also, we'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek right now. Many of you probably know that we are sponsoring the All-Star Race for the inaugural stock car All-Star Race at the Boone Super Nationals in Iowa here, not next week, but the week after. So part of our obligations to fulfill is to have a giveaway car for the inaugural winner of the stock car All-Star Race. So I have that on my little trailer right now, headed down to powder coat. We'll get that all powdered up and ready to go. And then we also are on Manufacturers Row for the week of Super Nationals. So we have a show car that I'm going to be picking up to bring back to the shop, and that will be a full roller car, no body. People like to see what we do, so is what it is. There will be no body on it, but it will be a full roller chassis, wired for MSD ignition, and we'll kind of so I'll give you a sneak peek of that. So like I said, sorry, no GoPro footage of the race car this week. We'll get it right here soon, and we'll get you some racage footage. But next episode, give you a sneak peek of the next episode. The next episode, episode 4, will be what we have to do gearing up to Super Nationals. There is a lot of stuff that happens as far as parts that we bring along for our, bumpers, front and rear bumpers, rear ends. We jig up some rear ends, bring those with. Radiator bars, we bring those with. Then we have to bring our show car. Then we have to bring our giveaway car. We have to have somewhere to stay, so we have to bring a couple campers. We have to have our race car ready to go. So Doc and Ben will take care of that, and they'll get that ready to rock and ready to bring to Super Nationals. So yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. So just kind of letting you know. So otherwise, okay, so today we're going to get a sneak peek here at D&K Powder Coating, and I'm going to let Randy take over from here.
Hi, I'm Randy Johnson. I'm the production manager here at D&K Powder Coating. We are a family-owned business. Kathy and Dana Schnepp own the business. We have been in business for 8 years, 6 years up here in North Mankato. Started down on Riverfront next to the Holiday gas station in a small building down there. Outgrew that fairly rapidly, so Dana came up to North Mankato and started the process here. 2 years ago, we added an addition on. We doubled the size of our building. We've been seeing 60–50% growth, so we've now added another addition on this spring, where we're putting in another oven, another paint booth, which then will get us to 3 ovens, 4 paint booths, and then we also have 3 blast booths. We blast with media, and then we also blast with aluminum oxide. So I could kind of give you a little walkthrough right now if you'd like to see what we're kind of about. But in this area here, we are going to have another oven, and we're getting prepared to build that Monday. And our paint booth will be right next to that, and that'll follow the following week. So in our new addition, we've also moved our maintenance into a different area, more out of the way and a little bit more useful for us. We also have now more receiving capacity where we can bring our parts in, keep them inside. We don't have to worry about the weather, the rain, the snow. But how we operate is once we get parts hung, so Mark here is hanging parts right now, and then we'll put a tag on that rack that indicates who it is, what we have to do to it, what color of paint it'll be, and from there it'll go into our wash bay area. So in our wash bay area, we'll line everything up. We have pre-mixed chemicals to wash our product to get the oils off it. Once the product's washed, it then goes into an oven to be dried. So we have a drying oven, and then our paint booth, we have a 45-foot paint booth, which two guys are standing in front of. Next to that is our 45-foot oven. So we are able to do very large things, and we also can do very small things. Our new addition 2 years ago is what we're walking into now. Here we have a smaller paint booth, which will do a lot of color changes, easy to clean up, move on to another color. We have a medium-sized booth that's 30 foot long. We can paint about anything in there as well. We kind of use that as our go-to booth. Back in this area is our blast area. Over here is our aluminum oxide blast booth. We blast stainless steel and aluminum in that one. Over here in the corner we have a medium-sized blast booth. It's the tan one over there. We use steel media in that booth. Over here is our largest blast booth. We have 2 people in this blast booth, and we use steel media as well in that booth. So that's a fairly large booth. So back here is where we stage everything for blast. Once it's blasted, we'll bring it into the receiving area to get prepped for hanging. We'll walk through this now a little tight. We're getting more into our finished product now, where we do a lot of different things from ladders, railings, and then we also have, of course, all of our industrial work. But we do a lot of race cars here, which we do enjoy painting them because they're fun to do. And then we point that way. This is kind of our shipping area, and everything that's been going through the process gets a green tag from our quality manager, and we're checking for mill thicknesses or any kind of flaws in the paint. Once he's checked that, he'll put a green tag on, and that indicates that he's verified the parts are good. But we also look at our parts very closely as we take them down, because we're touching them for the last time. So everybody's involved in quality. This company's built on quality, so we really provide a quality product in a timely manner. Over in our shipping area here, everything has a work order. So we run off work orders, and the tags on the racks are exactly what the work orders indicate. So as the product comes down to shipping, they get a new rack with a new work order. They'll come to the wall, pick out that work order. Once it's packed, it'll be verified the counts, and then signed off by the supervisor and turned into the office. So that's kind of a nickel tour of D&K Powder Coating.
Perfect, and I thank you very much for your time, Randy.
Yep.
Alright guys, I'm giving you a little sneak peek of the show car that will be at Super Nationals this year on Manufacturers Row. Like I said, I just dropped off the chassis for the giveaway. This one's gonna be what we call cool blue and a Bengal gray suspension. So looking forward to it. I hope you enjoyed the tour of D&K, and hope you enjoy this episode. Thanks. Okay, so now we're here with what's your name?
Paul Berger.
How long have you worked for B&B Racing Chassis?
Almost 30 years, probably, yeah, 30 years.
How did you start B&B?
B&B Racing Chassis started, I graduated in 1988 or 89, started racing in 89, and then me and a couple buddies were racing, and one of the guys' names, his last name was almost the same as mine, so it was Buto and Berger, so it was just B&B Racing, and then all of a sudden it just evolved what it is today. It kept it the same, and so it is where we're at. How many ever years later that is? Almost 30 some years later. So yeah, been doing it a long time.
Okay, and what's your job title here?
I don't even know if I have one. It's yeah, you just do everything, I guess. Answer the phone and take care of what needs to be taken care of, and making sure everything's going.
What's your favorite part about running this type of a business?
Pretty much getting yelled at by race car drivers that when their cars don't work and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. It's just the people. I mean, it's a passion that you have. Like, I would say that's what's kept me going for so long, because through the frustrations, through the guys that struggle, or trying to get guys having bad years, whatever, and fixing that or whatever. But I mean, it's just the passion of the sport. That's what keeps you going. You just kind of never quit and always try to change, and just keep re-harnessing your craft, or just making your craft better. I mean, I think if the day I quit will be the day that I think that our stuff's better than anybody else's. I mean, I feel that in this sport, people always they think my competition, or our cars are better than this guy's car manufacturer, and I don't have that attitude. I just want to make our cars better than they were last year, or try to whatever we did, if we did something wrong, or just to make them faster and faster, and make them the best race car you can make them. I don't. That's what keeps me going, day in and day out. It's just the passion of the sport. That's the beauty of it.
All right.
Did I go off that?
Okay. What's your name?
Andy.
How long have you worked at B&B Racing Chassis?
11 years.
And
In the evening only.
In the evening only. What's your job title here?
Fabricator / assembler.
Check. Well,
Now you got there.
What's your favorite part about working at B&B?
Probably getting to meet all the drivers as a Super Nationals, and just getting to see all the drivers at the different racetracks that we get to go to.
All right. So what's your name?
Ryan Steer,
How long have you worked at B&B Racing Chassis?
about 4.5 years.
And what do you do here?
I'd weld.
Okay. And what's your favorite part about working here?
Welding, of course, and then the camaraderie with all the guys.
All right. Awesome. Do you ever consider working full time here?
Yeah, it's went through my head.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get you on board soon. Thanks.
Sounds good.
All right. So what's your name?
Luke,
And how long have you worked here at B&B?
since December of 2020.
And what's your job? What's your job here at B&B?
I build all the chassis.
Anything else?
A-arms, rear ends, all sorts of stuff.
Okay, so your main job is fabricator.
Yep.
All right. And what do you like about working here at B&B?
We build race cars. I don't think there's anything cooler than that.
Plain and simple. Thank you. All right. What's your name?
Ben,
Otherwise known as Ben. What are you doing? How long have you worked here?
year and a half part-time, half a year probably full-time.
Okay. What's your job here at B&B?
Everything.
Like
Putting bodies together, doing bumpers,
assembly.
assembly, everything.
Okay. And what's your favorite part about working at B&B?
I don't know. You get to see a lot of cool race cars. Meet a lot of people.
Perfect. All right, so we have another person, and your name is?
Lyle.
And what's your job at B&B?
Tin work.
And how long have you been here at B&B?
2 years.
But you also have a son that races a B&B Sport Mod, and he's been in that for how many years?
Since 2013.
So 2013, so that's about 7 years. And what's your favorite part about working at B&B?
Lunch.
Lunch. All right, thanks, Lyle. All right, hi guys. My name's Missy. Not to be confused with Paul's girlfriend, Missy. I'm Missy that works in the shop. I've been working for Paul for just over 4 years. My job is to deal with parts and drive back and forth from powder coat, get tires, and that kind of stuff. So this seemed fitting to where I spend most of my time. My favorite part about working at B&B, honestly, is really just the whole racing aspect. Being involved in something this cool and unique, getting to meet the people. I've met so many amazing friends. I love to hear the stories about how and why they chose B&B Racing Chassis. And yeah, so that's kind of my story. I also am the one who started this vlogging stuff. Just thought it would be fun for you guys to see different things that go on at B&B, that we don't just really sit around all day long. There's a lot going on throughout the day, whether it be from phone calls to whatnot. So I better grab this call, and thanks guys. All right, so what's your name?
Patrick Shower.
And how long have you worked for B&B?
About an hour. I've been helping out for the last year.
Okay. What do you all do here at B&B?
A little bit of everything. Between fabricating, some welding, just a little bit of everything.
Okay. And what's your favorite part about working here?
I'm involved in one of the lead manufacturers in racing right now.
Okay.
That's probably the coolest part.
And you also drive a B&B, so how is your first season in a B&B stock car going for you?
Really well, actually, in my opinion, just from where we've come from to where we are now. If I can stay away from tractor tires, it'd probably be really good.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Trevor.
Yep.